No doubt, the most beautiful and most loved flower in the world is the one and only the rose. A rose is the best representation of the love that is wife. Since ancient days it has been known as the ultimate symbol of love, as well as sympathy and sorrow. Roses are also one of the best wedding flowers in the world. Queen Elizabeth Rose. This pink-colored rose is very elegant, and with its regal blooms, it looks a queen wearing a crown. It has moderate fragrance and can bloom up to 4 inches, giving a spectacular view to the people. It has won the world's favorite rose in 1979 and is considered as the best rose ever to be found. Another feature which makes Queen Elizabeth Rose so special is the fact that its canes and stems are red. This beautiful rose was bred by Lammerts in 1953 to mark the Queen Elizabeth. Joseph Coates Rose. This rose is very versatile with striking colors like orange, yellow, red, etc. The intensity of the colors differs depending on the climate, the soil, and the amount of sunlight it receives. Its leaves are mild to dark glossy green in color, and its fragrance is mild but beautiful with around 40 petals in each flower. However, it is very thorny and is mostly used to grow around the fences and hedge. It requires at least 6 hours of daily sunlight, preferably more morning sunlight, and a raised bed to give excellent drainage and plenty of water. It is one of the most beautiful roses for your garden. Rose Double Delight. This is very large in size with a diameter of about 10 centimeters and 30 petals. They are pinkish red and creamy white in color with strong juicy and spicy fragrance, but their color changes in sunlight from white to carmine red, beginning from the edges. This change is more prominent in warmer, sunnier regions, and also in presence of greenhouse gases and UV rays of the sun. It requires well-drained moist soil with good organic compost. These roses require plenty of air around them. David Austin Rose. One of the most beautiful roses in the world, also known as Ambridge Rose, is the world's most expensive rose, founded by American breeder David Austin. This rose is medium-sized and deeply cup-shaped that grows best in the hot climate with plenty of sunlight and rich, fertile and adequate moist and well-drained soil. It has a very lovely fragrance, which lasts for about 3 to 4 days and overwhelms everyone's heart. Its stems are attractively green, with good resistance to diseases. Rose Black Baccarat. This beautiful rose is darker than any black rose found in the market. It has burgundy red petals with well-formed and long-lasting cups. It is vigorous and has excellent disease resistance. It has a very large size with 45 petals. The Rose Black Baccarat is not a very hard rose and requires a moist and cold climate. It grows best in well-drained soil with proper lighting and presence of air. It is one of the most beautiful roses in the world. Rose Sugar Moon. This rose is bright white in color with exudes elegance. It has a big pointed butt with the spiral opening. It has broad white petals combined with black-green leaves, giving a spectacular view. These roses require 6 or more hours of direct sunlight per day and a fertile, reasonably moist soil. Black Beauty Rose. This is very dark red crimson colored rose with velvety petals. They have very light fragrance and require moderate temperature with plenty of sunlight. They are well grown in fertile, moist, and well-drained soil. They generally have 40 to 50 petals with paling edges and have glossy leaves with the thorny stem. Rose Red Eden. These are giant blooms of 100 petals discovered by a French breeder, Alain Mieland. They are about 15 feet tall. The most distinguishing feature of Red Eden is that they are a perpetual bloomer, i.e. they grow throughout the blooming period. They are pinkish red in color with medium green color stem and mild fragrance. Rose Victor Hugo. These roses are medium-sized of 30 petals with double or single petals. They have a moderate fragrance with the perpetual blooming of entire season. Leaves are generally dark green in color, with toothed edges. They are crimson in color, with purple shaded edges. But these plants are very susceptible to a variety of diseases and pests, many of which can be controlled with good cultural practices. Rose Gold Medal. This beautiful yellow-colored rose was founded by an American breeder, Jack Christensen, in 1982. They are of medium size with 30 petals and mild fragrance, which is somewhat juicy and spicy. They grow best in hot climate, combined with well-drained fertile soil. Also, these are vigorous and highly resistant to diseases.